Hey guys, it's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And today what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do an arena run. So I was real excited about this arena season because of course the Kid units are going to be the bonuses for this round, and I have that Kid Marth at plus 10. And if you guys saw the showcase that I did on him, he's really good in arena modes, because he's just really powerful, in particular against the arena meta, that a lot of people like to use these units, and he's effective against armor, and he's got built-in Vantage, and if you toss Special Spiral his way, he can always start the fight with his special attack ready. So this Marth is like super built for arena play, and he's really going to shine in there. So now that he's a bonus unit, he's also getting the bonus stats, and it's just going to be a complete massacre with this Marth. Now, unfortunately, they did your boy real dirty here, and they also went ahead and made Legendary Tiki a bonus unit for this round, which, not gonna lie, kind of pissed me off a little bit, because that means I could have just gotten away with using the plus 10 Tiki, and I wouldn't have had to use Marth at all, even if he's at plus 10. So that did suck a little bit, and to be honest, I think I would actually score a little higher if I replaced the Kid Marth with one of my usual arena units, like Brave Ike or Winter Jafar, who I've also got at plus 10 and fully built up. But I mean, how could I not use my plus 10 Kid Marth, even though he may not be helping me score as high as possible? He's just so good in arena, and he just makes winning these fights so much less of a chore that it's ridiculous. Also, we're lucky that it's not water season and I don't have to fight any legendary Kroms, because you guys know how much I hate that fool. And also, Kid Marth doesn't really match up particularly good against him either. So, once again, my team is just super weak to that stupid legendary Krom, regardless of the new unit that I've added to my arena core here. Alright, but this particular fight, we didn't really have too much to worry about. I mean, it was just the legendary Marth and the Celica who are really weak against the Kid Marth, since we can use that legendary Marth to set up Vantage on his younger self. And then once he's in Vantage range, Celica is not going to be much of a match for him. And this guy, he's got this duo Alphonse here, and they are a pretty bulky blue unit, but not a big deal. I do, of course, have Bold Fighter and Gale Force on my Surtur. And I like running Bold Fighter and Gale Force on Surtur because it's really helpful in, maybe not so much in arena, but it's really good to have in Allegiance battles where you need to get all the KOs with units that have color advantage, and you're also given a free pair-up option from the friends list there. So I'll tend to put Surtur in the last slot, so that way he can attack twice with Bold Fighter and ramp into Gale Force, and then I can switch him off with the pair-up unit and get a KO with them as well. And if that pair-up unit tends to have Gale Force too, like I try to go for units like Eliwood, who's got Blazing Durandal, or if available, I'll take a Legendary Leaf, and then I've got double units with Gale Force for the turn. So Gale Force is a really good way to cheese it, sort of, in Allegiance battles. But it does, of course, depend on the map. I really hate the fact that you can't do a map check in that mode still, because all you would really need to do is do a map check, and then you would know which pair-up unit is going to be the best choice. Sometimes it is a little better to go for bait strategies in that mode. Like, for example, if it's the double wall map where it's just nothing but breakable walls, then that's where you may want to go for baiting over Gale Forcing. But okay, here's another Legendary Marth and Legendary Celica combo. And this dude, he's got the accessory on that Legendary Marth, making him look like a bandit. But bandit or not, he still gets blown back by his younger self. How embarrassing would that be if you picked a fight with yourself as a kid? Like if you went back in time or something and then you lost to yourself? That would be pretty demoralizing. But regardless, that Legendary Marth helped us set up Vantage here. So now Kid Marth is going to have no trouble against the rest of these units here. Not even that Brave Hector with plus 10 merges is going to be much of a match. We have effective against armor, and we have the automatic special ready from Hero's Blood and Special Spiral, so even that Hector, we could probably take him on. But I'm just going to give this KO to Surtur here, because I don't want to have to waste time moving Marth around the map again. Alright, but Surtur... Oh my god, look at the size of Surtur's sprite. What the hell is up with this guy? He's on, like, they planted him in a garden and they put all that, like... what do you call it? What's the thing that they make the plants grow with? I forget the name of it, but you can buy it at Home Depot, basically. Yeah, like, it looks like they put Surtur in the ground and then they put a whole bunch of that plant food on him and made him grow. Because this guy, he has the biggest sprite in the entire game. It's ridiculous. He's like twice the size of Hector. And Hector is already a pretty big dude, so... Surtur must be like 10 foot tall or something. He's like Az from Pokemon X and Y. He's just 10 feet tall, 3,000 years old, and he's really badass. So don't mess with Surtur. He is a bit old at this point. I mean, when I got my Surtur to plus 10, it was on his original banner. And that banner was a double unit focus with him and Yilgar. They have never done something like that again, where a really awesome unit was on a shared focus with only 2 units. And I managed to plus 10 my Surtur in like 500 orbs or something. It was really crazy how good that went. So I would really love it if they did another 2-unit focus banner again, but because of how easy it is to get plus 10s there, I'm not sure if they're going to do it. Alright, but this guy on his team, he's got the duo Alm and Celica. And normally that unit is a big problem for my usual arena setups. But because we've got the Kid Marth here, and he's got color advantage, and he's also got tons of speed, so Alm is not able to double attack him, we're going to have no troubles there. And for this Tiki, I mean, what is the color triangle? We can just completely wreck this blue unit with a fully built up red unit here. You don't see that too often, but effective damage will tend to do that. Effective damage is just so good. Like, I've said this in all my videos pretty much, but if you want to make an offensive unit really powerful and really meta, just give them effective against armors or effective against dragons, and they will be good to go. That is the easiest way to break a unit. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pop my one and only Arena Crest for this season. Now, you guys know how it went for me in the Legendary Crom season, because my team was so unprepared to deal with him, and I had to super fish for fights, because my team wasn't really scoring that high either. I ended up burning, like, over 400 Arena Crests just to stay in Tier 21 during the Crom season. And I also had to sacrifice my Annette on top of that to Cormag, who was the bonus unit I was using for that season. So, Legendary Crom, I hate that guy so much. And I was hoarding orbs to try and go for the plus 10 on him, but I ended up just caving and going for Legendary Edelgard, who we ended up only pulling 1 copy of in 900 orbs. So, that felt kind of bad, but we did get some other really good stuff on that banner anyway, so I didn't mind it too much. Okay, so this guy, he's got this Carla on his team, and I guess shoutouts to Carla, but when Carla came out, she was actually the premier Red Sword infantry, believe it or not. I mean, looking at her now, she's nothing too special. Like, all she has is the Giga Excalibur effect on her weapon, and that was the same weapon that the Flying Nino came out with, and they both were on the same banner, so I guess that makes a little bit of sense. But that Carla, she hasn't really aged that well. Compared to some of the new sword units we've been getting, she's just really lackluster. Especially compared to the Kid Marth. I mean, built-in Vantage, effective against double types, speed up 3, and then he's got Hero's Blood. Like, Carla is no match at all for the Kid Marth. And Kid Marth was a 4-star summon, and Carla is still 5-star locked even to this day. So that really sucks. Also, you can't even really use Carla for fodder either, because she has Wrath and, like, even Speed Wave or whatever. And I think she has Swift Sparrow also, but none of those skills are particularly that great for fodder anymore either. And Wrath also became free to play on Astrum. So Carla really just didn't age too well. But I mean, it was really strange in the first place that she was the best in slot sword unit for a while. I can understand Ira. Like, when Ira first came out, Ira was understandably one of the best units in the game, and that is also part of the Ira Gate debacle that they had, where Ira was on a shared focus with a red unit that you didn't really care about, Eldingen, I think it was. And the Ira Gate banner, was one of the worst things they've ever done, mainly because they didn't announce it. They just went ahead and put Ira on this banner, and we didn't see her in the trailer or anything, so they really goofed up on that, and they got a lot of backlash for it. But it is what it is. It's all water under the bridge at this point. But what I was trying to say is that Ira, I can understand if they release Ira and she ends up being one of the best sword units in the game, because that's how she was in Fire Emblem 4. Like, to put it into perspective, Fire Emblem 4, that game is the horse game pretty much, because the maps are stupidly long, and it's a real slog to have to walk your units around the map. And even though that was the case, Ira was still amazing in that game despite having infantry movement, because of how good she was as a player phase unit. But then they released Carla, and Carla ended up power creeping Ira for a little bit. I know that was a big debate back in the day, like who was better between Ira and Carla. And I was Team Carla back then because Carla did have a better perf, and Ira's perf really did not age well at all. People ended up swapping it out for the Slaying Axe Refine, or the Slaying Sword Refine, my bad. So Ira's perf wasn't really the best, and then Carla had her perf, which was really good. So I would say Carla was better, but in Fire Emblem 7, Carla is like super unusable, because you gotta train up Bartree specifically. You can only get her in Hector mode right at the end too. She's like one of the last units you can recruit on like chapter 32X or something. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, I mean, Carla, she had no business being that good of a unit when she came out. And I'm sorry to say that to any Carla fans out there, but she's like one of the most obscure and not that good units that we get in Fire Emblem 7. So I did still prefer Ira as a character, but it was kind of sad that Carla sort of power crept her for a while. And that's going to wrap us up for the run there. So pretty easy run overall. I mean, when I'm rambling about Carla the whole time, that's how you know things are pretty good. And our final score is 38-46, which is relatively good. I mean, I don't know if I've scored higher than that in the past, but not that it really matters. If I need to raise this score any higher for whatever reason, I could just fish for fights, because I was just going for whatever we saw there, of course, and I only popped one arena crest. So really easy arena run. And that's going to wrap us up for today's video, guys. So hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed the arena run. Now, tomorrow there's going to be a live stream, but I'm not sure what time it's going to be at just yet, because tomorrow is also my sister's birthday. So I'm not sure what time I'm going to be available to do the live stream tomorrow. And also, there may just be a trailer reveal tomorrow as well for the upcoming New Heroes banner. That's going to be dropping on the 8th. So I'm not sure what's going to happen to the live stream this week just yet. I will probably make an announcement about it in the community tab and let you guys know what's going on with that. So stay tuned, and I'll keep you guys posted for what's going to happen. But that's going to wrap us up here for today. So as always, take care, guys. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll talk to you guys again real soon.